right. The channel is live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Adventure on so many levels. We're going to play some Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons.
I am Christiana Ellis, and I am the Dungeon Master. Our players tonight, Mark Kilfoyle as Nedry / Vertigo / Nedrigo.
Finally, we come to the end questions, the big ones.
Paul Fisher as Zinhorn Windborn.
Good evening.
Starla Hutchton as Carolina Swift.
Hello, friends.
And Jenny Meltzer as Evan Cresseldown.
Hey, yo.
So, when last we left our heroes, they embarked upon a dangerous journey, but one they knew they had been ordained by destiny, or perhaps that's not right. Perhaps it was their own choices. They had chosen to take responsibility for dealing with a Titan artifact known as the Pillar that has been wreaking havoc across the plains for who knows how long by seeming to offer wish-granting magic only to have each wish turn out to be poisoned or destructive in some way and warping the reality. And it's just caused a lot of trouble, and you have been given to understand that a strange machine of unknowable design is supposed to help you deal with the problem by looking at the pillar with a new perspective. What does that mean? Well, hard to say, but you are now working your way through various layers of magical obstacles around the pillar in your journey to deal with the situation. And at present, you have encountered remnants of the Construct Makers, one of the evil factions that you found on the island of Dinathere, and they have themselves been granted a wish by the pillar, giving them new infernal powers with which they apparently wanted to use to destroy you all. So you're fighting. And as we pick up our combat already in progress, let me go ahead and switch to our battle map here. Get the battle map on the screen. There we go. As we switch to our battle map here, we have a number of enemies still on the field. We have one of the architects of the whole Construct Makers faction is currently here, surrounded by 4 of his small, foot soldier types. We have what looks like an enormous mechanical construct gorilla creature. There is an enormous mechanical construct eagle creature that is currently flying. It's about 20 feet off the ground here right now. The gorilla is currently paralyzed by... So who was it that cast the hold monster spell? Was that Evan? Okay, I thought so.
Was me.
Yes. And the blue rectangle on the bridge here indicates the part of the bridge that has been disintegrated, and is the reason why one of the little foot soldiers is being washed away by the river down here. Worth remembering that Zinhorn is currently charmed by the leader of this faction, which means that he is unable to target the leader with any harmful attacks or spells or attempt to hurt him in any way. And I believe we were at the end of the initiative order, so we would be starting a new round right now. Any questions before we resume our combat?
The hold monster. If I do damage or attack the ape thingy, is that going to break it?
No.
It does not. What would break it is Evan losing concentration.
Got it.
Someone had bardic inspiration. I don't remember who, but we were passing it when
So
it's used successfully.
I
Nedry had
used
just
mine.
used it. Had
Yeah.
used it,
Okay.
and then you were saying the infectious inspiration was going to switch to someone else, but I don't remember who you said.
Yes, that's what an infectious inspiration does. I was just wondering who had it.
I think it was me
Okay.
because I have inspiration right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm just keeping track, so.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
So, dice. I have now. It is our eagle's turn here to start off the initiative, and he is going to first roll a d6 to see if he recovers his breath, his laser beak breath weapon. And he does. So he knows what he's going to do here. He is going to swoop down to here to basically be trying to get. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, he's swooping down over here to land here. And I think I'm trying to see if there's a way he can not get his gorilla friend, but still get all of you. It is a 60-foot cone, so but we have a little cone marker now, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So let me see if I can't. So let's see. Look at that. That looks like a 60-foot cone that gets all of you, but not his friend. So I need everybody to make a dexterity. Oh, excuse me. No, Constitution saving throw. As his light begins to glow from inside his beak, and he emits an enormous, blinding laser light cone, scorching the
9.
ground. And
8.
yes,
Me.
all right.
High
Yeah.
five.
So Zinhorn with a 19 does save.
Only him standing right there.
Yeah. Well,
It
in
went
some
over
ways,
my
like
head.
you're getting where it hasn't like kind of spread out to its full effect yet. So in any case, that's going to be. So you're going to take half damage, Zinhorn, for this.
What kind of damage is it?
It is radiant damage.
Ouch.
And it's going to be 54 radiant damage if you failed the save. So obviously that's 20. Wait, so 27 if you saved.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then as it finishes with that breath, it is then going to use a psychic step bonus action, and it teleports 60 feet. Over to, back over to here. So, speaking of what we were just talking about a moment ago, how about a concentration check, Evan?
Is it possible to even make that? Because it was.
It depends. Like if you have any way for your Constitution save to beat a 27, you do have that inspiration die.
Oh, that's true. All right, I will try. I will certainly try. Okay, so that's 18, and then the inspiration die is a 12. Starla, is that right?
It's possible.
Okay.
Let's see.
Come on, roll it. Oh my god, it was on the 11 and it went to 3, so
Oh.
1.
Well, alas, you lose concentration and the gorilla is no longer paralyzed.
Grape ape is free.
Yeah. So that is the end of the eagle's turn. Zinhorn, you are up. You are charmed by the Chancellor here, but not by the others.
Okay.
So you're not dominated or anything. You would just find yourself unable to attack him is all.
Okay. I am going to channel divinity, preserve life, and give every one of myself and my 3 companions 25 hit points.
Okay.
Rushama, heal my allies. And having done the magic action, I am going to blink step.
Okay. So where are you blink stepping to? Whoop. All right. Have to like keep you moved to where I had the turn order window, so there we go. All right.
I'm banished.
Yeah. Great. Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
That was not a spell, so as a bonus action,
Mm-hmm.
I am going to cast Spiritual Weapon at 6th level.
Oh.
And I am going to neither one of the big guys has been hit.
The gorilla has taken some damage for sure.
Okay, well then I'm gonna drop it in right behind the gorilla.
Okay. I mean, he was paralyzed, and you were beating up on him while he was paralyzed for a little bit. So.
Okay.
Yeah. He's in fact at just about half. So, but yes, you've got your little spiritual hammer here. You should have control over it if that's where you want it.
Yep.
Okay. Are you attacking with it?
I did.
Okay. Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, 20 to hit will definitely hit. For 35 force damage, huh? Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Bonk.
Yeah. So, after you finish your turn, the eagle is going to use a legendary action to Starlight Strike, and its eyes glow, and then it kind of does a complicated gesture with its wings and fires like a pair of like little glowing pin feathers at you, Lynn. And you need to make a dexterity saving throw. 12 is not going to do it.
Unbelievable.
It
That's got stuck in the corner.
That's going to be another 44 radiant damage.
That is a nasty roll. Nothing below a 3.
Yeah, look at that.
Shh.
Average on that roll would have been 31. So, in any case, yes, zap. And now it is the gorilla's turn, and although he's pretty hurt compared to where he started, I think that he is most angry at you, Zinhorn, and he's not a dummy. He's not going to attack that spiritual weapon. He is, in fact, going to charge at you. So first attack. Oh, did I turn off the extension? I think I did. So hang on, let me set that back up so it'll go into the roll 20. But that first roll was only a 13 to hit, so I don't think that's gonna.
That will miss.
Yeah. All right. Second attack. That was only a 15 to hit.
That will also miss.
They have been rolling so bad. Like, I guess, just in general, we had some good hits from the eagle there, but like by a lot of these to hit rolls, like the Chancellor has hardly been able to do anything to you guys, and he's pretty tough. Anyway, though, so the 2 claws both miss, but now he also makes an entrapping rend attack, which is going to be a dirty 20 to hit.
That will hit.
All right. So that is going to do 18 piercing damage, and you must make a strength saving throw to avoid being grappled.
Okay. 18. Hold on one sec.
You're pretty good at strength saving throws, as I recall.
Yep, that is correct. Unless I roll a 2.
Well, yeah, so 10 is not enough. So you are grappled. And while you are grappled, you are restrained.
Okay.
All right. That is the end of his turn, though. So now it is the Chancellor's turn. And let's see. What does he get?
Oh.
What?
Did I get a chance to break the charm?
Let's see. What does that rule? Yes, you do get a chance. You can make a charisma saving throw.
Okay. 27.
That is pretty good. So that is going to be enough. You're no longer charmed.
All right.
All right. So the charm breaks, and the Chancellor chuckles to himself. He is frustrated by that because he literally has a bonus action where he can make people charmed by him do something. You broke it just in time. Good for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's see. He's gonna do. I think right now he's definitely feeling the need to, not venture further into, direct melee damage. So he is going to once again be sending his ranged spell attack. He gets 3 of these out. And I think he saw Lynn take a couple of nasty hits, and he's going to try to put you down to distract. So the first attack is going to be a 31 to hit.
Yep.
And that's going to be 24 psychic damage.
I do have resistance to that.
Well, okay, then you'll take 12 psychic damage, but you do also need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Give it a shot. 17.
A 17 is not enough. And so in addition to getting hit, you are now also charmed until the end of his next turn.
Awesome.
Or until he or one of his allies harms you. That would also break it. But in the meantime, because that worked, he is going to send his next one at Nedry. That's going to be a 22 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
For 18 psychic damage, and you also need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, just a second here. Yeah, this is magic, right?
Of course, yes. So you would have advantage.
25.
25 saves, so you are not charmed. And then he'll go ahead and send that third one at Evan. That's a low roll. That's only going to be a 17. Does that hit, Evan?
Nope.
So Evan is able to sidestep that one. And then with his bonus action, now that he has someone charmed, as I say, he commands a creature charmed by him to use their reaction, if available, to make a weapon attack against a target of his choice. And so if you have a weapon, like a ranged weapon, you need to attack Evan with it. You're muted right now.
There. I have a dagger.
Yeah, you can throw that dagger.
Okay. That's literally, I think, the only thing I could.
Sure.
But yeah. Okay. Actions. What is that? Hold on. Let me go.
Need to equip it so that it will show up in your little attacks.
Yeah, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's okay. I just rolled, right?
Yeah, it'll be Dex plus proficiency, whatever. So 23 to hit.
Ow!
Yeah.
You wound me.
Mm-hmm.
And come on. Here we go.
All right. Yeah, 6 piercing damage for Evan as a dagger from an unexpected direction strikes you.
But now I'm
Pancreas.
out, so
Yeah.
she's just smiling.
Well, you would only be charmed until the end of his next turn anyway, so I guess technically he would have a second bonus action for that. It's an interesting. Yeah. Anyway, that's how that works. That's the end of his turn. So Evan, it is actually now your turn.
Having been just struck with this dagger by
Mhm.
my ally, I am going to do this thing where I'm going to become an avenging angel with my bonus action.
Mhm.
That means that I now have a fly speed of 60 feet
Mhm.
for 10 minutes, and let's see here. I spectral wings, have a fly speed of 60 feet, and I can hover.
Love it.
I also have a frightful aura. So
Ooh.
whenever an enemy starts its turn in my aura of protection, that creature must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or have the frightened condition for 1 minute or
Nice.
until it takes damage.
Remind me how big your aura is.
Um,
Let's put that on the map
60
so
feet.
we can see it.
Oh
60
wait,
feet? I think it
well, no,
might
wait,
be 30
sorry,
feet.
no, I just looked at it.
Because it's
Whenever
10 feet for a long time, and then at a high level paladins, I think it goes to 30 feet.
you know, honestly, I don't know if I'm just not reading properly, but
Aura of protection
um,
should be in paladin features.
I think it is 30 feet. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Great. So I put that on the map just so we can, track. Oh, you know what? And what that probably means is that everyone in there should be getting your bonus for their saving throws.
Mm-hmm.
So let's not retcon what has
No.
happened already, but we can certainly remember it for forward. Okay, so love this. What does it look like? Other like spectral wings, but like, does he look that different? What happens when he becomes
I
an avenging
think
angel?
I think that like did anybody ever watch Metalocalypse? I think that he looks like Nathan Explosion, where he just looks like he sort of buffs out really big and his hair is like longer than it normally seems and it's like hanging in his face and these big spectral wings and they're like tinged in this bizarre sort of purple essence sprout out of his back and he just like sort of
Awesome.
lifts up a little bit off the ground.
Nice.
So I am going to use my movement to fly across the water
Mm-hmm.
over here. And I'm going to use my action to attack with a short sword +2 on the eagle.
Get him.
28.
28 will definitely hit. Its AC is not actually super high. You know, it tries to avoid that being a problem by being mobile.
That is plus what's 9 thunder damage.
All right. Is
And
that
because
not
I
well?
did
And
bonus
then
action,
is it not 9 plus 2 radiant damage? That's what's showing up on D&D, the Roll20 result here.
oh yeah, so it's 11 total damage, but it also counts as thunder damage, or yeah, thunder damage
Okay.
because of the storm girdle.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Now I
Okay.
have a question because
Yep.
I have like the two-handed fighting,
Mm-hmm.
and I get to take an extra attack.
So
Do I get to take my regular extra attack, but not
so
the third one?
I think the way that works is that you have 3 attacks as part of your attack action.
Mm.
And then your two-handed fighting gives you 1 extra with the offhand. So it would be 4 total, 1 of them without the modifier.
Okay, so I already used my bonus action, so it would only be 3.
Okay, yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna hit him 2 more times,
Gotcha.
and that is gonna be a natural 1 for 16.
Yeah, alas, I think that one, the bird does kind of a cool barrel roll around you, and it's in slow motion as your stab goes awry.
My wings got in the way.
Mm.
And this is also, oh my god, is that another freaking natural 1?
Oh my
Yes.
gosh. Okay. Well, here I was about to say, at your level, even a natural 1 is not you doing something stupid or embarrassing necessarily, right? It could just mean that the challenge is that difficult that you were not able to reach it. But 2 in a row.
These wings, man.
Yeah, I think 2 in a row. What I'm going to say is you still have an opportunity to pull this out, but I want you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Let's see here.
Because I think what happens is with that
Oh my
second-
god.
What? No, really? Oh my gosh. Okay, that's 3 natural 1s in a row. I'm going to stop complaining about my dice tonight. So I think what happens is with that second wild miss, the eagle does sort of a flip in the air and then sort of slams you downward, sending you sort of like hurtling down even faster than gravity to land on this rock down there. And I'm going to take 10 bludgeoning damage from being slammed down to the rock, and you are technically prone there. So, but you know, to the extent that that will matter. But I think there's just he kind of swats you down because there was just this is a new thing being an avenging angel, and there's no instruction manual. It takes a little time to get used to it. You know,
I didn't even know what was going to happen. I just was like, man, if I could fly, I'd beat that bird.
Believe it or not, you were walking on air, but
I never thought I would feel so free, and then I didn't.
Yeah, never thought you would fall so far. Anyway,
Nice callback.
Did you have anything else on your turn?
I'm gonna like lay on the rock and be like, ow, my pancreas.
Very nice. Okay, that is the end of Evan's turn. Then, Lynn, it is your turn. Your charm means only that you can't directly attack the leader. You can otherwise do as you like.
Okay, so is it, since you said you were very specific that I could not directly attack him?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay.
You can't do anything that you know will harm him. It's not so like an area of effect spell that you cast where he would be in its range. You can't do that either.
Well, he would only be affected if he ran into it.
Well, okay. So what you can cast an area of so what I'm saying is that if
I'm talking about prismatic wall, just for
okay,
clarity.
yeah, okay. Well, so yes, so as long as it's so you're wanting to like cast it around him.
Yeah, as a bubble, and so that's why I was like, because if I center it where he's not within like 5 or 10 feet of it, I can't remember which, but
let's see.
then he doesn't get hurt.
Right.
I can't control his movements.
Hang on. Let me read this. Read what it specifically says about the. It looks like it's using standard charmed. So you can't attack the charmer or target the charmer with damaging abilities or magical effects. I'm gonna say I will let's see. So here's how I'm going to work this out. You are kind of strong enough to maybe make this work, but he has a reaction for when spells are cast at him.
Mhm.
And I think that it didn't work when you disintegrated the bridge from out from under him. But I think with the charm, he kind of has enough sense of what you're about to do that I'm going to let him use his ability here. Which what
Okay.
that means is that you have to beat a charisma saving throw, and if you fail, then you're going to lose the spell and the spell slot with it.
Okay.
Um, if you succeed, the spell will go off as you intend.
Man, normally I'd be like, "Oh, it's a charisma saving throw. I got it." But the dice have not been kind tonight.
Is it worth risking the? Because
Yeah.
if you wait another round, he won't have the charm on you.
Well, the thing is also I have to consider in my head that I'm down to 32 hit points right now.
Yeah.
And even at the maximum healing that I could do, it's if I get hit again, I'm not it's not going to go well. So I was
yeah.
trying to think of a way
Oh,
to
sure.
kind of take a pause so that we can catch our breath and I could, try to not die.
Yeah,
That's my thinking.
I love the instinct. That spell has
Mhm.
been really useful for you in the past for exactly this kind of situation. I think there's a wrinkle here that makes it a little bit of a gamble. It's up to you.
Can I can I target myself? Okay. So I have mind blank also.
Yeah.
Um that
Wait,
yeah,
what does
but
mind is that
so
is that up
it
on
it
you?
it grants immunity to psychic damage and the charmed condition.
Oh, so if you cast that on yourself, will it break the charm?
Yes.
Yes, it will. It will break the charm if you cast that on yourself.
Okay, and that also lasts for 24 hours, so he couldn't do it to me again.
That's correct. Yes.
Okay.
If you cast mind blank on yourself, it will end the charm.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna fire off this 8th level spell. Okay.
All right.
So yeah, I'm going to or is that 8th level? Hold on. Mind blank. Yeah, 8th level.
I mean, it's pretty powerful, especially since it's going to last 24 hours without concentration.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. All right, I'm doing it.
Yeah. Okay. So yes, that ends the charm. What does it feel like for you though? Because this is a powerful spell that insulates you, from, so it's a immunity to psychic damage and to the charmed condition, also unaffected by anything that would sense your emotions or alignment, read its thoughts, or magically detect your location, and no spell, not even wish, can gather information about the target, observe it remotely, or control its mind. That's a big deal spell.
Yeah.
What does it
it
feel
is.
like to Lynn?
I think it would feel like that moment that you're really nailing a song during a performance, just like everything is perfect. Like if you've seen Eurovision, the Spirit Note, something like that, because it's not like an internally or an external like pulling of magic to surround myself. It's more like it's from within and a building of strength to kind of build this wall within myself. So
Nice.
it's an amplification of my own powers, I guess. That's
Wow.
it.
I love that. Okay, so you weave this magical spell around you, sealing off your mind from external influences that would seek to control you, and the charm just fades away like nothing. Right.
And then I'm also gonna move.
Sure.
I'm going to here. Think. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I'm gonna go there just to kind of so he can't get us in like that cone thing anymore.
That's right. You keep making
yeah.
me have to move the turn tracker, which is totally fine. It's not a problem. It's just it's funny that it keeps happening. So in any case, lovely. That is very cool. For both the tactical reason that you used it and for something else that we'll get into later. Okay, that's the end of Lynn's turn. So Nedry, you're up.
Okay. Hmm. He does cast a serious glance over his shoulder at Zinhorn, but Zinhorn has been known to take care of whatever is in front of him. So instead, he'll trundle over to the edge of the bridge,
Mm-hmm.
look at the assembled group on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
With his right hand holding his Periton pen, will start to trace a circle rapidly in the
Yeah.
air. With his other hand, he starts to inject raw magical power into this. And he'll cast Cone of Cold, but just to be safe, transmute it into acid.
Oh, okay.
So it's a
Fun.
cone of acid.
Nice.
It's a 60-foot cone, which means from there I should be able to get all of them
Yeah,
without
for
getting my
sure.
friend.
That is great. Love that. Okay.
It is a what's the save here? It is a Constitution 17 save for half.
Okay, so the one thing that's going to happen here though is that because he didn't have to use his reaction on Lynn's spell, he does have his devilish charm reaction here. You need to make a charisma saving throw when you target him with a harmful spell.
But that's a magical action.
He Yes, it is. So I guess you would have not only would you have advantage, but you are also just barely inside of Evan's aura here.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. So what's the modifier for that? 4
plus
All
3.
right.
So nat 20 for a 26.
Wow. So that is a save. So yeah, you his reaction. He tries to distract your mind away from your spell, but you are he is unable, and the spell goes off as planned. So dexterity save is
Constitution save.
Okay. Well, first of all the little minion foot soldiers here are just annihilated, frozen solid, I suppose. As for our chancellor fellow here, that is only going to be a 7, but he does have sort of an equivalent to legendary reactions. He can use his security for speed. He can choose to succeed on a saving throw, but when he does, his speed is halved, and he can't take bonus actions or reactions until the end of his next turn.
Well, that's
so he
useful.
is going to make the save, but I assume he still takes half damage.
Yeah, and it's not cold damage, so I don't get the bonus, and it would
Sure.
be
So 37
18.
halved, yeah, 18. Okay, we'll take that. And now for the eagle. Whoa, they both rolled low, so that's only a 13. So yeah, and it doesn't have a fancy way to avoid that. So, and it's also yeah, you know, you didn't know this, but it was immune to cold. So
I figured the fire was out there, so maybe the same as well.
It was resistant to cold, but yes. So so it's going to take that 37.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, so yeah. Anyway, the foot soldiers then not frozen solid, but rather dissolved into
puddles of goop.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then I'm going to spend 2 sorcery points to speed a cantrip, and I'm going to cast Chill Touch at the bird.
Okay.
That's a 15 to hit.
15 misses, I'm afraid.
But where are you? That's one I always forget. No, that's an ability check. I always forget. Okay, that misses. That's fine.
All right. End of your turn.
Yes.
Okay, well, since all of the minions are gone, we're back up to the top of the initiative. It is the eagle's turn again. And having swatted,
Is he in my aura?
the eagle? Oh, yeah. So he needs to what? Make a wisdom save? Is that right?
Let me check again.
To avoid being frightened?
Yep.
Okay. Wisdom save, he got a 21.
Well, he's fine then.
For now.
For now.
But I think he is, he doesn't understand that was an anomalous, incident from you. So he thinks you're basically not a threat. He is instead also going to try to go and finish off. Well, hang on. First, let me have him roll to see if he's got his, gets his breath back. He does. Does he want to use it now, though? I think he's actually... I think he's actually not going to use it right now. He's instead going to fly over to Lynn. And he's going to try to bite and claw at you with his talons and his beak. So first, the bite is a 16 to hit.
Nope.
All right. Talon, 1. Wow, natural 1. And then...
Well, that won't hit either.
Wow, and then a 13. So, yeah, okay. He got a little cocky there and is, thinking to himself, boy, I should have used the breath. I didn't have to make attack rolls for that. Yeah, okay. So, I think then, yeah. You know what he does? He uses a bonus action to change shape. And what he's going to do is I'm going to have him make like a deception check here. And yeah, okay, so it's low. So never mind. What he does is he's trying to appear like he's trying to turn himself into a copy of Lynn to do which one is the real Lynn thing. But I think as he transforms in that way, it doesn't go well. It's only an 11. And so I think the thing is that like it might have fooled someone who didn't know you, right? Like, so I think everyone can like look over and see that like at a quick glance, there seems like there's 2 Lyns now, but as soon as you look at any closer at all, you can see that one of them is not right.
I wish I could use spells as a reaction because this would be a perfect opportunity for vicious mockery.
Well, it's not too late. You got on your turn. But yeah, so I think in that case though, yeah, so I think you can tell. But what is it about its appearance is off that's wrong?
I feel like it's maybe a little droopy on one side.
Okay.
So that's why, like, at first glance,
Mm-hmm.
if you're seeing the creature from one side, might look passable, but like the other side is kind of like it's not quite,
Yeah, and so and then it's yeah, so it's just standing there. I think it's still kind of hoping that people will be fooled, but yeah. So it's finished with its turn in any case. So that makes it your turn, Zinhorn.
All right, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
I am grappled.
Yeah.
If I do a spell that is verbal and semantic,
So, somatic is the hand gestures.
Yeah.
Mechanically, there is no rule that says you can't do it. it means that you making attack rolls would be at disadvantage.
Okay. So this is not an attack roll spell. This is a saving throw spell called
Okay.
Contagion,
Okay.
which requires touch.
All right.
We're touching.
I think, well, okay. It requires, so it touching you, like having you grabbed, is not the same thing as you having any physical contact at all counts. I think you have to be able to like touch it with your like magic hand or something. Right. Now it still means if it's a saving throw spell, that's fine. I'm just saying that it doesn't mean it automatically fails or something.
No. It still gets
yeah.
a saving throw. I'm not
Sure.
saying that. I'm just saying that,
Yeah.
like,
Okay.
we're touching. I can touch him. Okay. So I cast Contagion, which has a Constitution saving throw of 18
Okay.
and does 11d8 of damage.
Okay.
Necrotic.
All right. It got a dirty 20 on the save.
Okay.
What did it need?
It needed an 18.
Okay, so it did make the save. It looks like
it looks like it was an all or nothing.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Just for fun.
Oh yeah. What?
As a reaction, silvery barbs.
Okay. To just make it have to re-roll.
Yep.
Okay.
But I will give the advantage to Zinhorn.
Okay.
Because that's the other side of silvery barbs, causes someone to re-roll.
Right.
And you give someone else a.
So second roll is lower. It's a 10. So here's where there's a little bit of, you know what? Never mind. I don't need to give you that peek behind the curtain. So yes, it does fail that last one. So it's going to take. Oh, interesting. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. It's moot. My concern was moot anyway. So go ahead. Yeah. So it's going to fail that save.
Okay. The target must repeat the saving throw at the end of.
Go ahead and do the damage.
I did. It's 51.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. 51 kills it. What does it look like when this spell kills this the construct gorilla?
Its body, it looks like all of its limbs start decaying and dying.
Because remember, it is not biological. It's like a robot.
Yeah.
Right?
So it's rusting and aging and just kind of shrinking and wasting away, and it just falls over and shivers on the ground horrifically, and then death.
Great. Good job. You did it. I think the false Lynn cries out in dismay, "No!" and it's going to use a legendary action. And although it's not as clear what the the gesture seems strange, but they are nonetheless able to still use their Starlight Strike legendary action to attack you, sending what seems to be 2 laser pin feathers at your direction. You need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. 11.
That's going to fail. And you are going to take.
You can have advantage if you want, because you had from the silvery barbs.
I'll roll again.
Yeah.
18.
18 is a save. So these were coming right for you, but then just at the last moment, we hear the sort of like silvery little tinkling magic that gives you just a little bit of an edge, and these things go right by you. Nice.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
All right. And for my next trick, I have my spiritual weapon up, and I'm going to move it toward the big boss.
Okay. Now,
I
would
am
have
no
been.
longer grappled or restrained.
It's true. You're not, because you killed the thing that was doing it. And so now it's done. It would have been its turn, but now it is instead the Chancellor's turn. Because he did his security for speed, he does not have his bonus action. But yeah, let's see. Are you? Let's see. He's going to take one step closer here so that both Nedry and Evan are within 30 feet. And he is with his diabolic deposition, he is going to just start speaking strange, like contract language. He's using a bunch of just jargon about, like, the
It's a
the
Yula
party of the
attack.
first part has declined the initial provisions of this, but just like as he's saying all of this stuff, it sounds like weaving this magical spell. And I need Evan and Nedry to make wisdom saving throws.
Okay, this is magical plus Evan's bonus is there too. So
Yeah. Looking to beat
Oof,
a
which
20.
is good. Only got a 17 at that point.
Okay, it looks like you both failed then, unfortunately.
I got a 21 because I'm at
Oh.
+3.
Yeah.
But is that not built into your...
No,
Are you sure?
no, that was just like my roll because I rolled the.
But the plus 10,
see,
you rolled an 8 plus 10.
+10 is my.
But
Save.
that includes the modifier. Why
Probably
would you
not.
have a
+3 for my aura.
Well, I think that it builds that in though, I think.
I don't think it does.
I have a paladin character on another campaign, and I think that it does. Let's do the math for it, right?
Let me see.
I mean, if I'm wrong, we'll.
I rolled an 8.
Uh-huh.
I rolled an 8, and my wisdom saving throw bonus is +10.
Okay.
So
okay,
it does not auto add it in.
Well,
so,
okay. So, but what I'm saying is that your D&D Beyond sheet. So, what would your wisdom saving throw have been? Why do you have a +7 proficiency bonus?
Because of the storm girdle, probably.
Oh, yeah, maybe. That's weird.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen a +7 proficiency. That's what was throwing me. But like, I thought that little +3 on saves was just factored in because, like, for example, your int save shows as a +3, but it wouldn't be a +3, right? It's +0 is your int score, and your proficiency wouldn't apply, but it still says +3, right? It's because it is.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it now.
Yeah, no problem. I just that's why I wanted to be clear about that. Partly because I have a character in another campaign where it matters, right?
Yeah, it doesn't say that, so it's like, what?
Yeah, it's trying to be helpful by going ahead and doing the math for you. But in any case, that means, unfortunately, that it's not a 21. It is an 18.
Yeah.
Which does mean that it fails. So this is a little bit of an interesting thing because you get a choice to either take some fire damage or to take psychic damage. You get to choose. Let's see. I'm just reading it here. Oh, wait. No, okay. You get to choose between fire damage, psychic damage, or to be dazed for 1 minute.
No. I'm going to take some fire damage.
Okay.
I don't think it makes a difference in my case, so I'll take the fire, I guess.
Okay, so that's 31 fire damage for Evan.
Oh.
And then for 28 fire damage for Nedry. Yeah, so that was his diabolic deposition. It doesn't have his bonus action, so that is the end now of his turn, making it Evan's turn.
Okay, so I'm going to if I get up, does that mean I lose 30 feet of my fly speed?
Yeah, That's
Okay.
yeah. But you do
Um,
still have 30 remaining.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just thought I was like, wait, what?
Yeah. It's a
So
little weird.
I'm gonna get up
Uh-huh.
and um, is the person on the land over here? That's the big boss, right?
This guy, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna fly over to him.
It's worth
Yeah.
noting he's kind of the one in charge. Doesn't necessarily mean he is the one that is the most dangerous. This eagle's been doing a lot of damage.
Oh,
Right.
I know.
But yes,
But
that is the guy who's been talking and yelling at you and so on.
I think if he falls, the others might be like, wait, what?
Hmm.
So I'm gonna hit him with um my short sword.
Okay.
That's gonna be a 25.
25 will hit, yeah.
Mess him up, Evan.
Oh,
I mean, he's been taking damage too, right? Like he's not fresh as a daisy here, so. But that's 15 for the first one there.
uh-huh.
Okay.
And then the 34.
Yeah, that'll hit. Uh-huh.
Is that gonna hit?
Uh-huh.
Um, and then this one is
18.
18.
Nice.
And then this one is 23.
I mean, yeah, 23 definitely still hits, yeah. Another 17. That's 50 damage total.
And I think I will use my bonus action. Like I'm still getting used to all this stuff.
Mm-hmm. He
So
wishes he
I'm
still
gonna
had his
take
reaction, by the way.
I'm I'm gonna use my bonus action to do divine smite.
Okay.
So he takes another 2d8 radiant damage.
Great. Go ahead and roll it.
I can't see that stupid thing. That is 9.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, he is not like that at all. He is definitely, reeling and kind of like staggering back from your assault here. And I think that he's got this snarl of kind of wild-eyed frustration here. That's like this is not going how it was supposed to go.
This is unconscionable. I think I will end my turn by just looking at him and being like, sit down.
You want to make an intimidation
Sure.
check?
29.
29. Wow. Okay. I don't think he can be talked out of this, but that was sufficiently scary that I will say he has the frightened condition for the moment.
You see a wet stain down the front of his armor.
Is that our little Evan?
So, look, a 29 intimidation is a big freaking deal. Now, we've already established how awesome you look as far as Avenging Angel, but give us a little taste of this. Why is this intimidation so scary?
I think because everyone has been used to him being sort of like this little puppy dog following Zaline and laying around just being like, whatever you guys say is the best thing ever. And he's been through a lot, but he's also just sort of still kept following everybody around. Suddenly, he is like, I'm a boss. And nobody knows how he got that way. Not even him.
Very nice. Very cool. Okay, great. So the Chancellor here for the moment is frightened. Let's put a little orange dot on him for that reason. I don't remember what the red dot was for. I think I was just distinguishing something else. Anyway, Yeah, so the orange dot means he's frightened. That was Evan's
Shouldn't it
turn.
be a brown dot?
I don't have a brown dot, alas. Roll 20 doesn't give me a brown dot. But yeah, he wore his brown pants today, so you can't tell. Anyway, that was the end of Evan's turn, I think. So now it would be Lynn's turn.
Yeah,
Gotta-
she's not feeling great. So I'm going to cast Hold Monster on the
Okay.
eagle.
Great. That's wisdom save for him.
Yep, wisdom 18.
Whoa. Okay, yeah, he got a dirty 20. Yeah. That was a relatively good roll for him. I was getting ready to say he wasn't going to make it, but all right. But yes, I think unfortunately, perhaps him looking like a funhouse mirror version of you was just distracting enough that it made him able to, he didn't look like himself, and so that somehow that disrupted the spell taking hold.
So I think just at the end of my turn, I'm gonna just not quite break eye contact, but be not quite break eye contact, but just kind of be like, "Hey, Zinhorn, hello, maybe,
Hello?
please."
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's going to get a turn before Zinhorn does. But we'll see how that goes. Did you have anything else for your turn?
No, there's not really much else I can do since that didn't work.
What
Okay.
what do you have to do for your infectious inspiration, given that Zinhorn succeeded? Is that an action
Does
on
it
your
keep
turn?
going?
I have to expend, like, I've got like 4 charges on it. But I thought because not Zaleen, Evan had used it but still didn't
Right.
make
Okay.
it.
I didn't
Yeah.
So it
succeed.
Oh, Evan
died.
had it last. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah,
All right.
there's no more on that.
You don't have another one to give with a bonus action or something?
Oh, yeah, I could do that. You're right. Yeah. So I guess in, hollering at Zinhorn,
Yeah.
I'll toss
Although
him the
Nedry's got the next turn. Up to you. Up to you.
Well, I mean, that does make more sense. First come, first serve. Be like, help anybody, literally.
You're
So
confused. Just do what you're
yeah,
gonna
I have
do.
no idea. I have no idea. Okay.
All right.
Yep.
You're giving it to Nedry then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Nedry, it is your turn, freshly inspired by
Cool.
the help.
The help action.
Like Zinhorn help, or maybe Nedry too if you have a moment.
First thing he's going to do is kind of look over and see that of the 2 Lynns, one is disappointing. Which is kind of funny also because all Lynn would have to do is slightly change their appearance and they would no longer look like them anyway.
Yeah.
First thing he's going to do though is reach out and grab some raw energy and then just take a moment. I'm going to cast Arcane Vigor at level 4. Does use a spell, unfortunately.
Okay.
But that does give me a roll of 14 plus 20 hit points back. Yes. And then with a bonus action, aiming at the bird, we'll cast Sorceress Burst, which is a cantrip. He will choose acid damage.
Okay.
It is a to hit. There's a natural 20.
Nice. Yeah, that will hit.
So that is 27 points of acid damage.
Very cool. Okay. Yeah, so I think this the false Lynn, which had been kind of looming ominously, suddenly is struck by this acid and is just screaming, "Ah!" As this like imagine, the magical sort of shape changing is, sort of like melting away and looking horrible.
And I think that's going to be it for now.
Yeah, all right. I just realized that when I killed all the other minions, I took them off the initiative tracker, but we did have this guy down in the river, but I think he drowned. So, um,
I think you previously decided he was going to get swept away by the river.
yeah.
The
Well, so
next
I'm just
round.
saying, yeah, like he. Well, you know what? Perhaps we don't know if he drowned. He was swept away by the river, out of sight.
Villain
Off
for
to
campaign
who knows
3.
where? Yeah.
It's like that's his villain origin story.
Yeah, there you go. Love it. So in any case, though, that does make it the dragon's turn again, and he is going to change back to his regular form since that didn't work very well, and he is going to like hop over here, hop hop hop, like a a little bird hopping, and he does have his breath back from the previous time. So that's a Constitution saving throw for Lynn and for Zinhorn. Actually, let's see. Can I have him get Nedry too? There we go. No. Yeah, no. I think he wants Lynn and Zinhorn. So it's 18 and 17. 17 is what you needed. So I just also realized he should have had 15. Oh, never mind. Yeah, okay. I forgot what one of his features was. But in any case, both of you take the save, so you're only going to take half damage from the breath here. And I'm giving him 15 hit points back. No, never mind. I'm not going to retcon what happened before, but he gains 15 temporary hit points from this breath kind of absorbing some of your essence. And so it would have been 49, so it'll be 24 instead, radiant damage. How are you doing there, Lynn?
I have him down to 8.
Okay.
I'm still standing.
Yeah. And then I think that it glances over and sees that the Chancellor is having a rough time, so it is going to use its bonus action to psychic step 60 feet, and then the rest of its movement to come over here to where it's going to be able to attack Evan next time. And it does have its legendary action, which we'll get to use in
He
in a moment.
came into my aura.
He did, yes. Oh, yeah. So does it? Is he not immune to it after beating it the first time? I mean, I'll make the save again.
I'll have to check because I think it might just be the first time.
A lot of those types of effects, if you beat it once, you're then immune to it for 24 hours.
Whenever an enemy starts its turn in your aura of power, that creature must succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't this time, but
Okay.
it will next time.
Oh, when
so it's whenever.
When
Yeah.
it starts its turn. Okay. Yeah.
Not when it enters, but when it starts. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So we'll do that when it starts its next turn. Zinhorn, you are up.
All righty. I am going to move 1, 2 over here. And I am going to cast Mass Cure Wounds at 7th level. Can I get Nedry at this distance? Or not Nedry, Evan. Yes, just barely made it.
Nice.
All right, so everyone is going to get 69 hit points back.
Nice.
Everyone on our side, I'm just saying, I wasn't clear. And I am going to use my blink steps. I can move 30 feet. That'll bring me over here, and then I am going to move my spiritual weapon up. And I am going to attack the bird.
Okay.
So I got a 16.
16 is exactly its AC.
All right. It will take 20 hit points.
Nice. It is knocked to the side as it tries to, fly through the air, but is impacted by your spiritual hammer. Okay. Anything else for your turn?
I want to say something rude, but I can't think of anything. So, no.
Just have him know that you're thinking rude thoughts.
You're
Okay.
ugly and your mother dresses you funny.
I bite my thumb at you, sir.
Yes. Your mother was a hamster and your father smelt of elderberries. The Chancellor does not get his diabolic deposition back. However, with Evan there having, attacked him with a sword, he's going to draw his own infernal rapier and attack Evan.
Does he still have the frightened condition?
Yeah, so he should be attacking with disadvantage, although that first roll was already pretty low. Yeah, so that first attack definitely misses. Second attack with disadvantage. Is it 14 to hit?
No.
All right.
Does he has to make the aura saving throw too, because I came up here on my turn.
Well,
so this
he's
is his
already
first time.
frightened, though.
Okay.
I mean, if he beats one, then he'll yeah. So he's frightened this turn either way.
Okay.
So third attack rolling with disadvantage. Wow. Okay. Yeah. I think that he is like this. All three of those attacks miss. Although you do get the sense that his hand is shaking in a way that he can't even quite comprehend, and he's looking around and just shouting at all of you, like, "This is unacceptable! I spoke to the pillar! I demanded the power necessary to destroy you! Why isn't this working?" And he's just shouting, frothing with rage at this point. He does have, let's see, no one is currently charmed by him, so that bonus action doesn't do anything. I think he is... Yeah, he's not going to run. He's he seems to just be under the impression that if he yells loud enough that the things will stop going your way. But yeah, so that's his turn. And so he is I'll now have him make the wisdom save to see if he's still frightened for the rest of the round as opposed to just on his one turn.
I think it's for a minute. Do they get to make another save?
It's your
Let me
feature.
check. I know, but it's still new.
Okay, yeah, I think it's usually you get to make a save. If it's ever a PC, it's almost always. But it usually would be. But I don't I would have to look up your character sheet.
Yeah, I'm looking right now.
Okay. Natural
So-
1 on his wisdom save.
Oh, come on. There it is.
Mm-hmm.
They must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or have the frightened condition for 1 minute or until it takes any damage.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, so
Then attack rolls against it have advantage.
attack
so-
rolls against it have advantage?
Yeah, against the frightened creature have advantage.
Okay. I mean, that's
So he's definitely
well,
not going to
for
be
one
frightened
for
after.
one hit. Like as soon as you
Yeah.
hit him, he won't be frightened
Yeah.
anymore.
Right.
Okay, so in any case, it does seem as though he is still frightened for the moment. But yeah, so when he takes damage, that will end. Okay, that's the end of his turn. It is Evan's turn.
Okay, I'm just gonna kind of look at him and be like, I said, sit down. And I'm gonna hit him with my sword
Mm-hmm.
again. That is a 34.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, 20. Yeah.
I know, it doesn't matter. It's
Yeah,
just to see if
it'll
it's a
hit,
natural
yeah.
20.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
That is
18.
18 damage.
Okay. He does. Let's see. I think that hit because he was frightened. He didn't think to use it, but now that he hit the damage, his eyes clear just a little bit. And so for your second attack, he's going to use his devilish charm reaction now, and you need to make a charisma saving throw. A 30. Yeah, so that'll save. You're not charmed. And so
Okay.
your 19 and your 20 will hit. Or your 21, rather, will both hit.
Yeah, that was just one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, so, but the 19.
Yeah,
and
because
the
it was at
21
advantage.
Yeah, so, I mean, the second
21.
one wasn't, though. The 19, so, yeah.
Oh,
the
that's right,
26
because
and the
it doesn't have
34.
advantage.
Right.
Okay,
yeah.
you're right. No, you're
Mhm.
right. Sorry.
That's okay. So, but those still both hit. So it's
Okay.
like, yeah. So
So
another 20.
and then I think that's like 10, 11.
Wow. Wow. Okay. He has 1 hit point.
Oh no.
Yeah. I think that you think that last one should have killed him, and yet you could just like, I think. Go ahead and make an insight check for Evan here.
Ooh. I don't think I'm good at those. Oh wait, I'm not bad at them. 20.
You see that in this guy is processing his fear that he's about to lose this battle into just anger, that like he felt that he was important, he was entitled to respect and power, and he did everything right from his perspective, and that somehow the deal that he made that was supposed to give him the amount of power that he needed is letting him down. He can't fail. He can only be failed, right? The pillar has betrayed him here. And you see that in his eyes, there is absolutely no sense whatever that he has done anything wrong, or that he even has made any mistakes, and that it is literally just the unfairness of the cosmos that has produced this outcome, And he is like, I think with your insight and your connection to Lady Nightshade, this guy is not going to like disappear into, you know, the just be a wisp somewhere. Like, he, you think, has basically been made a devil. He's been going to go to the nine hells and be a devil there. And you get the sense that, like, it's almost the rage that he is feeling has condemned him now to basically never knowing peace for all eternity. He has got himself so worked up in this moment that, like, you don't see right now, or rather where he's at right now, that's what's waiting for him.
So seeing that, I would like to use like, I don't want anybody to have to suffer. And I hate that. I hate it for that guy, even though he's a total asshat. Can I use my bonus action to give him a warning?
I mean, you want to just like, I mean, you already made a pretty powerful intimidation check, but in that context, I think you, even with as powerful as it was, I think what you recognized is that giving him an order is just going to produce an oppositional reaction from him.
It was more like a warning, like,
well, right, but I just mean that, like, his mindset right now is such that he is the one that is supposed to be in charge, and if it's not working right, then that's not his fault, and you are representing the enemy in this. You telling him what to do, you don't think there's any way that you just giving him an order is going to reach him.
okay. So, realizing that there's no hope for this guy, I'm going to cast Divine Smite.
All right.
At level 2.
Okay. Is this on one last attack, or?
It's my bonus attack. My bonus.
Well, so
yeah.
usually the way Divine Smite works is that you do it with a hit. Like, when you hit, you can choose to, like, put extra power into it. You can't just, it's not a separate hit. It's not a separate attack.
One bonus action which you take immediately after hitting a target with a melee weapon.
Okay, well, I guess it was just like the sequence of it, because when you rolled the damage, and then I gave you the information that it didn't finish him off, and we had some other discussion about it after that hit. You know what I mean? It's like it's really
great.
supposed to be added damage to the attack that happened already. But you know what? I think it's like that's a nuance we don't need to worry over much about. He's basically at your mercy here, so you are going to go ahead and finish him off. Then is the idea?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. What does it look like when you do?
I think that because he condemned himself, that fire like rises up around him, and the nine hells just drags him down.
Yep. That's what happens. All right. He's gone. All right. Enraged, the eagle is going to try to zap you with its sort of laser feathers. So that's a dexterity save from you.
Mm-hmm. 19.
A 19 is going to save, so you are able to evade that attack. And you watch as, like, this construct eagle's face is, it's not got traditional humanoid features in such a way that it would be easy to read its emotion, but I think from context you're getting the idea that it's kind of working itself up into almost the same kind of frenzy that he was just in, which was just to say that, like, this isn't what was supposed to happen. We were promised. That's that kind of an attitude, and now it's just watched its allies be destroyed, and it sees no future for itself either. So it's just continuing to fight on.
It's like a lesson in pillar antics, everyone.
So you're reflecting on perhaps the nuance between being given power and the opportunity to destroy your enemies versus for your enemies to be destroyed. Like, you don't want them to be dead, you want to kill them. So, like, if the wish is that I want to fight them, that doesn't mean you win. In any case, though, that was its turn, the eagle's turn. Lynn, you are up. The eagle is the only enemy on the field still.
Yep. Okay. Feeling a bit better after Dinhorn did his thing. So I'm gonna step back up here, not that I really need to, and I'm going to toss a trio of freezing spears at the burb.
Okay.
Herdy burb. Okay. So 3 of these. Ugh. 14.
Yeah, 14 will miss.
Come on. 18.
18 will hit.
Whoa,
26 will
26.
also hit. As a reminder, though, it is resistant to cold damage, but 2 of those will hit. So 8 and 6, it's going to take 4 and 3.
And yes, and movement speed reduced by 5 feet, and they stack.
Okay, so by 10 feet total for him.
Yep.
All right, great. Anything else for your turn?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, that would make it your turn, Nedry.
Let's see here. Only one thing. That's good.
I think it'll be a sorceress burst. And see what I can do. I will choose acid again.
Okay.
25 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Wow, the rolls on the damage are really annoying.
Yeah, so I think it's got a little bit of sort of a glowing shield that had formed around it when it had absorbed energy before, and that's almost dissipated now, but yeah.
And I think he's going to move a little further away. I think that's going to be it.
Okay. That does make it the eagle's turn again. It is still in the aura, so I guess it'll make its save, but it got a 21. It's been getting good rolls on that particular save. Let's see if it gets its breath back. It does not. And so instead, then it is just going to try to bite and claw the shit out of Evan. That's going to be a dirty 20 to hit for 22. Oh, let's see. So 22 piercing damage plus 7 radiant damage.
So 29 total.
Yes. And then for the first claw attack, that's only a 16 to hit.
No.
Okay. And then a 17 to hit.
Nope.
Okay. So, but yeah, it is just, completely going after. I think actually at the end of it does have its bonus action that's going to teleport 60 feet away. It's going to go up to here because it doesn't want to just stay where you can then just turn your own sword on it. Okay, that's the end of its turn. Zinhorn, you're up.
All right.
Doesn't want to be in the range of that spiritual weapon either.
Okay,
Oh,
where'd it go?
you would have. Oh, yeah, and so it did teleport, so it wouldn't have been an opportunity attack. I was just thinking that.
Okay. Oh, there it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my spiritual weapon isn't going to get over there, but I'm going to move it anyway.
Okay.
And let's see. Um, how does it feel about guiding bolts? Does it like guiding bolts? Um, I am gonna try guiding bolt because I know I can hit it at this range. 26.
26 will hit. Nice.
24 points.
Oh wait, that's
Uh,
but that's radiant damage.
Yeah. Oh,
So it is resistant to radiant.
I knew
So
that.
yeah, that's let me just so it'll be minus 12 instead then.
Okay. And then I'm
And
going to
it's
use.
shiny metal feathers reflect a lot of the light, but it is still glittery.
Okay, and I do my twinkle toes, blink steps
Mm-hmm.
to get closer to it.
All right. Evan, it's your turn. I'm going to let you make another either insight or religion check.
I did religion.
Okay.
So, is
25.
25.
Wow. Okay. That's a good roll. I think seeing like you didn't have the full sense of this when you were initially starting this fight, but seeing this madness and this rage in the chancellor's eyes as he was finished and seeing it kind of there's almost an energy that you can sense. It's sort of an evil that is feels like it's intensifying as the fight goes on. You definitely saw it with the chancellor. You're sort of getting the idea that there's an element of that now in the eagle as well. And I think with a 25, what you recognize here is that there is a degree to which these construct makers, with all of their contract style of magic, they are thinking of this power they went and got granted to them from the pillar. They are thinking of it as a literal sort of deal with the devil type of thing. And you think they are basically manifesting that outcome by their belief in that being what happened.
Man.
So exactly what did happen as far as them being here when you met up with them and them assuming that meant it was because they were meant to fight you, you think there's a degree to which they are the ones making it happen, but that doesn't change that they're headed for that outcome.
Yeah. I'm gonna just I know that he can't be saved, so I'm gonna make the journey over
Well,
here.
let me clarify. I'm not saying he can't be saved. What I'm saying is that they think that's what's already happening. And and what I was telling you couldn't work with the other guy is that just giving orders to this guy who thinks he's very important and should be in charge, like he was just never going to respond to someone telling him what to do in an ordering tone. Like that was
Okay.
never going to work for him.
Okay.
And so that doesn't mean I'm saying that you just did the wrong thing. You could have saved him. I'm just saying, I'm not saying there is no way to save the eagle.
Okay.
Right. I'm just like, I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying I know how you need to do it and it's a riddle that you need to solve. I'm just being clear that I'm not telling you that there's no way.
Okay. So I am going to start flying towards him, and as I do, I'm going to call out to him. Do you want to feel like this for all eternity?
Hmm.
And I'm
Make
going to
it.
hold my action.
Okay.
Like I will hold my. What were you going to say?
I was going to say make a persuasion check, but if you're going to hold your action to do.
To attack if he
Okay.
like comes
Well,
at
you
me
do need to
again.
go ahead and get into melee then if you're going to do that, because you wouldn't be able to move as your held action. But yeah. Otherwise, though, go ahead and make a persuasion check. Yeah. I mean, you're kind of
Okay.
built to be good at those.
17.
Okay. Well,
I'm
yeah.
not built to be good at persuasion.
Well, I mean, you're a paladin's charisma class.
Yeah.
But in any case, yeah. So I think, you know, I you're not sure that got through. Um, but yeah. So in any case, you're holding your action for if it tries to attack you, though.
Yes.
Okay. Um, did I have him do his legendary action already? I think I
that
did
was
after
last turn.
Zinhorn's turn. Yeah. Okay. So that means it's your turn, Lynn.
Well, pretty far away now. Yeah. The only things I have within that range are not well. Okay. I think I can still use freezing spears because the range is 120 feet.
Okay.
So 1, 2,
Oops, I still got that.
3, 4, 5. I'm gonna go there.
All right.
And then so yeah, freezing spears.
Okay.
1, 17,
17 hit.
23, 27.
Yep.
Okay.
3 hits. Boy, 2, 4, and
3.
3. Yeah. So that's going to be 4 total damage for him because of the resistance.
And minus 15 to the
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Speed. Okay. That's it.
All right. Nedry, your turn.
I think at this point it's kind of closing in on this last one. So he'll move once again towards the bridge. Doesn't really need to be any closer, but and once again try the sorceress burst. Yeah, making it acid again because that's fun. 13 is not enough.
Okay.
But I have inspiration, or I have infectious inspiration. So I use that. For a 12 total for 25
making
to
it
hit.
25. That will make it hit, yeah.
And I rolled an 8 on one of those damage dice, so I get to roll it again.
Whoa.
So it makes it 29 total acid damage.
Wow, okay. It's looking pretty rough now.
And it gets to go again, right? It's right away.
Yeah, right after your turn.
I will spend... Oh, I don't have that many left. The one resource is super hard to keep hold of. Yeah, he'll spend the 2 sorcery points to go ahead and cast it again as a bonus action. And we'll still do that.
Is that how that works? How are you?
So it's normally an action to cast,
Okay.
and by doing an accelerated cast, I can turn it into a bonus action instead. And they're both cantrips, so I don't have to worry about more than one per round.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
But I only got 14 to hit.
Okay. Yeah, 14 misses.
All right.
All right. I think Evan, you kind of see that the continued attacks are probably hardening its resolve. Um, and again, I'm not trying to make you feel like it's your duty to do anything other than fight this thing that's been trying to kill you, but I'm just like in terms of that's where its head is at. Let's see if it gets its breath back. It does not. Um, I think it does not want to be anywhere near you, though, so it is going to use its bonus action once again to um, blink away. Let's see. Yeah, in fact, I think it's. Yeah, I think it's going to zoom in on Nedry there and try to bite and claw you. So that first attack, 3 on the die for a 12. I don't think that hits you.
No.
The claws, 17.
He'll cast shield.
Okay. Second claw attack. Well, that's a little better. It's a 28 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Okay. It's still only
And
going
the
to
shield
be.
doesn't cost a spell.
Still only going to be 10 slashing damage. And that is the end of its turn, although it does still have its legendaries for this round. As it finishes its turn, and it's your turn, Zinhorn, I think I'm going to give you the opportunity to, at the start of your turn, to also make a religion check.
Okay, I suck at religion, but
Or if you, I guess you could. Well, you did the roll. I was going to say you could do insight instead, but I think I would have still made you use that roll. So if your
okay.
insight on a 4 on the die is better,
Yeah, it'd be a 14.
Does being trained in religion matter?
yeah, okay. I was thinking it was specific. No, okay. Not in this context, because where I was
Okay.
going is actually some. I'll allow that 14 to rule for Zinhorn, but this was specifically not a general insight religion question, but rather something specific to Zinhorn. But I think with the 14, I think you get a little bit of a hint of, based on what you saw Evan do, just like holding the attack. And then saying, do you want to feel this way? You're getting the sense that at least Evan thinks that there's maybe another path other than just fighting to the death here. So you don't necessarily have the full picture there, but you at least did see that. And it does look like it's getting kind of frantic. So that's where I think you are with that 14, but it's now your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna try. Give me 1 sec.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get back to you. So, Evan's trying to save it, defuse the situation. I would normally just want to kill it. I'm gonna go for a persuasion
Okay.
check. This may be a bad idea, but I'm just gonna glom onto what he said because I don't know where he's going with it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna say you don't have to feel this way forever. You can let go. We can help you. We are not your enemies. We don't want to fight you. We don't want to kill you. And I got a 23 on a persuasion.
I was actually about to say you could do that roll with advantage. So if you want to actually roll it again to see if it's even higher. I mean, 23 is pretty good, but I'll just, there we go. Okay, so 15 would have been the other one, but 23 is still pretty good there. So yeah, I think I think that you do see it sort of like give like a little bit of a double take at you. It's expecting you to move in to attack, and then you don't, and you say that. And you get the sense that like this is probably the point where it would have used its like legendary attack, legendary action, and it doesn't. It looks like a little bit, I don't know, nonplussed in the actual definition of the word. Nonplussed is one of those words that I always sort of seems like what it should mean is like upset, but what it actually means is just like you don't know what to do. So yeah, it looks like it's confused. It's not sure what to do next. It doesn't really feel like it doesn't look like it knows what to do. Okay. That was Zinhorn's turn. It's you're up again, Evan.
Okay. Seeing from over here that it's kind of like cocking its head a little bit in confusion, I will try to add to that by moving up a little bit, but not like getting completely in its space.
Mm-hmm.
And then just saying, listen to reason. It doesn't have to end this way.
Okay. Go ahead and make another persuasion check.
16.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think that you watch it, like it doesn't like suddenly like look angry at you again. But I think, you perhaps reflect, go ahead and make an insight check on top of this.
I don't know if that's a natural 20 or not.
Oh,
yes, it
is. Oh my gosh. Okay, with a natural 20 on your insight, I think you watch its reaction to what you just said.
Oh.
I don't. Okay. You watch its reaction to what you just said, and I think you realize that this was perhaps part of what was going on with the Chancellor as well, which is that there is a degree of pride being a big part of what's happening here. They want to think that they're in control of the situation, and even though that is leading them to their own destruction, that pride is hard to let go of. And so you suspect that even though you certainly don't approve of really anything they've been doing, a face-saving style of approach will probably work better. Meaning, not just don't be dumb, listen to us. So again, I'm not trying to criticize Evan's approach here. I think he will recognize immediately that it does look like some of what you've been saying of like acknowledging that, like, do you want to feel this way? You think it doesn't want to feel this way. But right now it feels like it's committed to a course, and making it feel like it was stupid for committing to that course is only going to make it double down.
Okay.
So yeah, it's not necessarily hardened right now, but that's why your words didn't reach it.
I get that.
Yeah. So I think that was still probably your action, but if you have anything else you want to do.
No, I think I'm good this time.
All right. Lynn, you're certainly aware of
so
what your friends have been doing.
Yeah, I'm ready to call up the freezing spears again. I'm going, are we what are we doing? What? So I'm a little confused. So I'm wondering if I could make some kind of like insight check to read the room.
Yeah, go ahead. You can make an insight check as well. I keep having to have you each make your own insight checks because none of you are talking to each other. 24. Yeah, okay. 24, I think I think that, having watched all of this too, and your own sort of just natural insights on this, I think you're also probably getting the feeling that uh, it's too worked up to respond to anger. It's
Okay.
anger is what it's already got. Anger is what it's filled with. It needs something to diffuse that.
Um. Okay. Let's see if I can pull something from that. Um. A way for it to save face. Okay. There's a way you can be on the right side of this and it takes more courage and strength and intelligence to be able to see into the future that the course that you're going is uh not going to end well for you, and uh by being able to see that. Sorry, I'm just like I'm not I'm getting there.
Yeah,
Yeah. Um uh
I mean, I was
yeah,
going to have you make a
totally lost my
persuasion
train of
check.
thought. Oh my god.
Oh,
Yeah, this
that's
is
okay. No, I thought the laughter was maybe it's kind of like, does Lynn not actually believe this? But
no, the gist of which being like, if
yeah,
being
no,
able to course correct in the end,
yeah.
that's a show of
No,
strength and
yeah. So
leadership.
especially, I think especially with the benefit of the insight check and kind of what you've learned so far, I think you're kind of on the right track here. So I'll let you roll persuasion with advantage. All right, that's a 20, which would be the silver tongue, so it was probably lower, but then a 26.
Mm.
Yeah. So I think uh, there's definitely sort of a, like you're saying all of that, and those big glowing eyes kind of blink a couple of times, and the that sort of radiant glow behind them fades a little bit. It's still kind of like flying around erratically and sort of combat uncertain posture, but yeah, we'll have to wait for its turn for it to kind of see what happens, but you think you're onto something there.
Yeah. And then yeah, I'm not gonna that's all I'm gonna do because I'm trying to.
All right. Nedry, you were there about to get clawed at, so what do you do?
Nice metal birdie, and he will disengage and move the hell away from it because he doesn't do the convincing stuff.
Sure.
Yeah. And that's it.
All right. So, and that makes it its turn. And I think that it kind of does sort of a little quick like circle where it's clearly like looking at all of you. And then it comes into kind of a landing on the bridge here, kind of perched like on the railing, so where like with its one eye kind of on each side, it can kind of I guess that's a predator bird, so like where it can like turn its head to look back and forth at all of you, and you can see that it's still kind of agitated, but it's kind of shakes itself, and it's sort of it's like metal feathers in its wings kind of smooth out a little bit, and it looks and all of you and just says, like the voice doesn't, like the beak doesn't move like a humanoid mouth. You just hear the voice like through a speaker, but it does look back and forth at all of you and then just say, What do you propose?
I propose we cease hostilities and go our own way. We don't want to kill you.
You fought well. You're very strong. You could put that strength to good use, cleaning up the messes everything has left in its wake.
It's clearly, absorbing this. And where are you going? Where is your way that you plan? Are you pillar bound as well?
Unfortunately,
It has been my misfortune to have had anything to do with that place. We sought it out of desperation, as I don't know if it was ultimately you all responsible, but certainly you were at the center of the forces of fate that led to the destruction of our empire. And I tell you now, because you have spoken to me with respect, that whatever you may seek to gain from the pillar will be poisoned. I've learned this to my own downfall.
the pillar has to go.
And by what means do you think this could be accomplished?
Maybe it just needs a different perspective.
It turns its head kind of sharply at you and just say, what do you mean?
Well, I'm just sort of thinking about who was it that got affected with me when we turned on the machine
Um,
and we saw we had all those
this most
overwhelming
recent time?
feelings. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember, because I know it was Nedry and I think Zinhorn the first time. I don't
Mm-hmm.
remember who was the second time. None of you remember either?
I don't remember
Okay.
either.
No, I don't remember.
All right. I mean, it might have been just you that
It
got
was
the.
Nedry the second time as well.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So.
Let's see, what do I mean? It's not always possible for us to fully understand a situation unless we can look at it from a completely opposite point of view. So having a different perspective on something gives you more information so you can make better choices, right choices.
To fight you, to destroy you, to gain revenge was never my wish. It was the Chancellor's, and it destroyed him. If you seek the pillar, I fear it will destroy you as well. But if we can part in peace now, then I will wish for you that it does not destroy you. And for my own part, I will do what I can to build something of worth.
I think that's a very wise choice.
You are very strong, very powerful.
All right, I see what you're doing now. You can
Eh,
stop that.
If I might be allowed to continue, I was not trying to blow smoke. I was simply saying you have a lot to offer. A, a surprisingly large number of communities, even if you choose to be by yourself. There are people here in Denethor that are trying to rebuild. There are people out in the rest of the world that would love for you to be part of their community. And there are many places that you can be where, if you choose to be alone, you can have a large space to roam by yourself. I When I started the whole fight off, I was trying to say something, but I do not have the silver tongue that Lynn has. I get a thought in my head and it comes out wrong, and this happens all the time. That is one of my flaws. Um, but I know it hurts when something you've been part of comes to an end. You have a chance to move on and figure out what you really want to do next. And hopefully that is to do some good in the world. Help some people be part of something.
I would like to share with you a lesson that I was taught by my teacher when I was first made and decided to turn my talents to invention. If you were to make something simple, a pot, a cooking pot, you wish to be a maker of cooking pots, which is the better way to become great? By taking your time and being extra cautious to do every single thing about making your very first pot perfect, or to simply make 100 pots?
I would say to make 100 pots. Practice, repetition, build strength. They teach you things. You can't be afraid to fail. You learn from your failures. You learn from the people around you how to build better pots. And you learn from watching people use what you create. You see the flaws in the way you make something, and you try and uh, I'm going to say design it a little bit differently, fix it so that the next set of pots is just a little bit better. And you try and just make it a little bit better each time.
That was the lesson that my teacher conveyed to me. And I suspect that you may be right, that I have been too precious with my projects, unwilling to let them go when flaws presented themselves. I will think about what you said. But by the same token, you say you do not have the silver tongue. Perhaps that is true. But rather than try to wait until you have the perfect thing to say. Saying what you can.
I
And it
will try.
looks around to all of you and says, I would advise continuing toward the pillar, but my advice is all I have left to offer. Thank you. And takes off and flies away off into the distance.
I was going to ask him his name.
You were actually briefly, so his, I guess, you know what? Never mind. I guess we didn't actually ever say it. So I did have a name for him, but you didn't ever really learn it. I think he's probably planning to choose a new name anyway, but.
All right. Good work, Evan.
Yeah.
So,
I can elaborate if you wish. But
I'm
I
just
think
gonna
that says
sit
most of it.
down and then lay down and be tired for a little while.
I'm a little confused as to where we are and where the location of the device is, or whether we're still within its thrall.
the machine you had with you. I don't have it like indicated on the map, but you did sort of have you came down with it, and so it is basically just kind of off back onto the side of the bridge that you came in on.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So like it's there. It's not missing or anything.
We can probably
one
afford a moment of break.
Yeah. One thing I will say, though, Lynn, is that even as you're sort of physically hurt and kind of exhausted, I think you recognize that it's likely the result of your mind blank spell, but you feel really clear uh, here, too, in such a way that, in the same way that, you know, you like if there's a smell or an unpleasant noise somewhere, you kind of get used to it and then you don't really notice it again until it's gone. You really do sort of have a sense that there's been kind of a psychic noise going on and getting more intense as you penetrate further and further layers of all of this, and you feel free of that now, immune of that now. But in that, go ahead and make an Arcana check.
$32.
Wow. Okay. 32. You think it's possible that whatever it is that the pillar does to try to draw out this subconscious wish from the people who approach it, you think it might not be able to do that to you now. You have like isolated yourself from its effect. So
interesting.
Kind of two sides to that coin potentially.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess in just like laying there for a minute and catching my breath and thinking about this, just kind of her hand just kind of goes up. So I have some thoughts, and then explain all of that, like about the spell and kind of what happened and how I'm feeling.
Mm-hmm.
I think, let me just double check. I don't want to say this without being sure. I could potentially do this to one more person. But that's all I've got left till tomorrow.
You think it will like still be there tomorrow? Or will you have to do it to yourself again?
Just making sure. Yep, it's gonna last for 24 hours. So well, I mean, I think I've got about a day with it. That's what it feels like. That's kind of how how a spell will kind of it feels like it starts to taper off, very gradually, depending on, the
That's
strength of the
how
spell.
he did it.
Hmm?
And he'll hold up his hand and show a big obnoxious ring with a brain on it. That devil. This ring can provide
I thought
similar
he was a
benefits.
gnome.
Oh, well, he was many things by the end. Still is, in a way.
Mm.
That's how you did it. This ring can provide similar protection. It must have been the way that he was able to resist as much as possible. Someone can use this ring other than me, or
No,
I
thank
can
you.
try to, oh dear.
Yeah. Go ahead and make an Arcana check of your own, Nedgo.
I will attempt it.
Mhm.
A 13, which is
Wow.
terrible.
Okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
I
So
want to succeed at that, so I will spend what is this? A magical guidance. I will spend a sorcery point to re-roll that
Okay. Yeah.
because that was awful, and I should be able to do better than that. I probably will do worse.
Yeah.
I did exactly the same.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. So I think that that is good enough for what Lynn has said to like you feel like you can kind of confirm her conclusion there. You don't have like a new insight, but you basically are sure she's correct. Um, and that you're probably and that almost certainly the ring of mind shielding was part of at least a part of how Kankers protected himself to try to control because his whole plan as you recall was to basically overload his own psyche with so much stuff that there was only one possible thought that the pillar would be able to pull from him so that he could be sure that he would get the wish he wanted. That was kind of his goal. And so you're pretty confident that the ring of mind shielding was certainly a big part of how that was working. But there was a lot more to it also.
Your hypothesis is very likely correct. Um, I'm not familiar with the spell, so I can't really assist, unfortunately.
Mhm.
But I can take my chances to at least have this additional help. If you can do 2 more, you said? 1.
Only one.
But you could do 2 tomorrow. Then that would be 4.
Do we have any idea how much time has passed? Like, where are we in the day?
Well,
Is
I
so
mean, you only
disorienting.
just cast the spell, right? So
Right.
I think that time feels funny here. You couldn't say. Like
It's
like
timey-wimey.
you sort of feel like it sort of simultaneously feels like it could have been days or it could have been an hour since you sort of
Mhm.
entered the pillars. You left the the perimeter fortress and came in here.
Yeah. It's like I don't know that I would feel super confident about that. I guess in theory, yes, but
I think you think that there would be risks to trying to sleep here.
that's unfortunate. Can we consider this a short rest?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like a short rest is one thing, but I think a long rest, especially like with sleep, I think I think you have kind of an instinct telling you there's a lot of crazy magic in this place, and you maybe don't want to be unconscious in it.
Yeah.
Especially given the
Let's
whole
take
tie
15,
into the
everybody.
plane of dream and everything. But yes, short rest, absolutely, yeah, yeah. Also, just as a brief note, because I'm just saying I often forget to hand out things like inspiration for role play, partly because you all do so great all the time, and I kind of just I'm used to that, so I don't always think of it. But I have to say, Paul, that last the last speech with the eagle was something. So I award you heroic inspiration.
Thank you. Do I get to store those up? Because I still have one that I
Okay,
haven't
well, you
used.
need you need to remember to use it then. So
Uh,
you don't.
I'm
So
bad at using.
you get the kudos then, and you can mechanically. It's the kudos and the reminder that you have it already.
Okay.
But yes, so in any case, though, um, you are now still in this kind of this battlefield. Several of these statues already sort of petrified in like a battlefield position. Several of them kind of gotten further like wrecked or smashed as the combat happened. And I think that there's just, the end of that whole fight, the way that it all finished. And I think you can't help but just look around this place and see all these statues locked forever in combat and fear and anger, and just think to yourself that's probably not what you want.
It's not. We want a new way of looking at things.
Hmm.
So I think perhaps that as our heroes kind of settle down to catch their breath a little bit, and perhaps the camera pans up and away from them over this kind of battlefield with to look over and see that on the horizon above a series of like a bank of fog and some storm clouds above it, towering above that further still, the cyclopean structure known as the pillar. And that's where we will leave it for tonight. What awaits the pocket protectors next as they continue their journey, we will have to find out when we return for more adventure on so many levels.
So many
So
levels.
So
many
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 levels.
days have passed so far.